keys.
Don't let them take my soul.
Not at all. Giannis is still relying on his athleticism and in the early 30s, it's time to start doing that now. So when you are 50 or 60 and you got a couple billion in the bank, now you could live comfortably and not have to worry about it.
Do you wanna know why I cry at night? Do you wanna know why I can't sleep at night? These niggas off, gon' take them out. 2 shots, pow, pow, take them out. Had a few ones try to take me out. Now I can't trust a damn soul. Own brothers against me. Shit'll never ever ever be the same. When a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry, when a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry, when a thug cry, do you wanna know what he crying about? When a thug cry, when a thug cry.
Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Trillionaire Chuck, and yes, this is episode 33. Welcome again. Come on in. We got a lot to talk about here, especially the video surfacing around Noah Lyles and his whole COVID-19 after he won the bronze. We got the future of CeeDee Lamb is in jeopardy. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? Then, of course, at the end, what we talk about the most? Relationships. But wait, let's dive on in. So, okay. CeeDee Lamb. We don't know if he's going to play this upcoming season, right? The Cowboys they're pushing to try to move him. Jerry's trying to move him, all right? But here's the question. Are the Cowboys going to keep CeeDee Lamb or trade him? Now, we got people that say Dak going to be gone, which he ain't going nowhere. So whoever thinks Dak is going somewhere, please stop smoking, okay? Stop taking that fentanyl, all right? Whoever think the Cowboys are going to get rid of CeeDee Lamb, that's going to be hard to do. Why? Because, well, let's look at his numbers. So let's look at his numbers last year. According to last year, okay? So last year, he ranked 3rd with 111 receptions. He ranked 5th overall in yards, receiving yards. He had 1,331. And he ranked 7th in 9 receiving touchdowns. So that man didn't even fall 10 in nothing, right? He's top 5 in overall receiving yards and receptions, all right? He's top 10 in receiving touchdowns. That's going to be a hard person to move, right? Now, he can play this year on a $17.99 million 5th-year option contract, right? But CeeDee Lamb is seeking somewhere around the same amount of money as Justin Jefferson. So, he did make All-Pro honors, 2nd team, okay? And the only receivers that are better than CeeDee Lamb, of course, one, Justin Jefferson. He had 1,809 receiving yards last year with 128 receptions. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, of course, he had 1,710 receiving yards with 119 receptions, okay? Stephon Diggs, he had 1,429 yards, 11 touchdowns, 108 receptions. Cooper Kupp got injured last year, okay? So we're not going to count him out the mix. But you did have someone by the name of A.J. Brown, right? He had 1,496 receiving yards for the season. So this is all of 2023. So y'all tell me, if you're Jerry Jones, right? you want something valuable for CeeDee Lamb. You are not going to just let him leave for nothing. I get it. What was it? Michael Irvin, Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champ winner with the Cowboys. He said no one covers CeeDee Lamb because CeeDee Lamb can't run routes, right? No one not covers. No one double teams him. Okay, but these numbers, right? These stats. He's top 10 in the NFL as a wideout. Okay? So him being top 10, yeah. Like who's ahead of him? Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, AJ Brown. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, it's gonna be hard to move him. Can he be moved? Yes, but as an owner, you really want something for him, right? You really want either a decent receiver or you want some first round picks or second round picks, right? Now, will it happen? No, Jerry's not gonna get rid of CeeDee Lamb because who else is that gonna throw to on that team? Huh? Who you gonna throw to? Himself? Huh? Come on. Think. We gotta think. We have to think from a business standpoint. Okay. What are they gonna do? Okay. Remember, Dallas' problem is each year, one is better than they either are good at one side of the ball, suck at the other. Okay. One time they was good on both sides, and they still sucked, right? We know why. Dak Prescott, right? Trash. He's not the best quarterback. And if you listen to my other episode when I was rating him against Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, he's arguably Dak might. It's a strong might because of team success. His team is what makes people say Dak is overrated is because he's with the Cowboys. Okay? If Dak Prescott was with the Packers, with the what's another team? The Colts, right? The Titans, we wouldn't even be saying he's trash. We'll be like, dang, Dak is top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Dak is legit. We'll be saying that. But because he's on the Dallas Cowboys, we say he's trash. We say he's trash because the fans say every single year they're going to win the Super Bowl. And we say this, you're not going to win shit as long as Dak Prescott is your quarterback. Why? Because nothing runs through Dak to the Super Bowl. Everything goes through my homeboy, okay? Everything goes through Patrick Mahomes. If you're trying to get to the Super Bowl, you got to get through him. That's it. That's how it is. That's how it goes, okay? Teams see the Cowboys, teams pray that they get the Cowboys because they know it's an automatic win in the first round of the playoffs. They know it's an automatic win. Who we play? Cowboys? Yes. Okay, who we play next after? Who we play next after? Them motherfuckers probably go out the night before, get drunk, party, and do all types of shit, and then wake up and beat the fucking Cowboys. I'm so sick of the Cowboys. I'm gonna tell you, why am I sick of the Cowboys? Why? Because I'm a Bears fan first and the Eagles fan second. How does that work? Don't ask how that works. Don't judge me. Okay, I had to calm down for a second. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Listen, guys. All us Bears fans asked was that the Cowboys beat the Packers last year. All we asked for. And they couldn't do the fucking job. Don't send a cowboy to do a man's job. So, with that being said, Dak is there to stay. CeeDee Lamb is going to be there to stay. Okay? Hey, Trillionaire Chuck said it. Now, watch what I tell you. Because Jerry's not going to move him because Jerry can't get nothing for CeeDee Lamb. And ain't nobody going to take on Dak's contract, so Dak ain't going nowhere. So, therefore, they're there to stay, y'all. Get used to it. And before we continue, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere.
Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Okay, we're back. So, Noah Lyles, he wins gold in a 100-meter dash, but I think it was the 200-meter. He won the bronze, and he wants to say, "Oh, I had COVID." Let's just hold on before we get He wins the 100-meter dash, wins gold in that, perfectly fine, right? 200-meter dash comes out, perfectly fine. But when he loses, he gets the bronze, gets third, right? In the Olympics, he wants to be like, "Oh, I got COVID." What? You wait till the end of the race to say that? Now, people got big views on it. I'm not going to get into that, okay? I know where I stand on it, and I'm going to leave it at that. But, roll the clip for me, please. You got COVID, but you in the club getting it in. Bro, what's wrong with you? And then you want to go say, "Oh, well, I tested negative." Same day? What? Nah, nobody respects you. All credibility that you've had is shot. It is out the window now. I mean, for you to be that stupid, was your hair braided too tight? For you to say, to play with something like that, to say, "Hey, I got COVID." And you know how people felt about that? And then you in the club partying. "Oh, I felt better now. I felt better." A few hours. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he screwed himself. I don't even know if a company gonna do a deal with him now because of that. Like, dude, what? You were supposed to make it to the Olympics is an accomplishment in itself, right? That's an accomplishment in itself. No matter if you win silver, bronze, you won something, right? And you, man, I don't know if he gonna recover from that, but yeah, the way they out in that, man. Whoo. Yeah, that was a bad look though on him. That was really a bad look. I don't know what Mr. Lyles is gonna do, but man, yeah, that wasn't a good look, my boy. That wasn't a good look. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Okay, we're back. So let's get into the last segment of the show, relationship talks. Okay, so we got a very interesting topic to talk about and stuff. I know the episode may be a little, because we ain't had much in the sports section and stuff like that. It's more stuff we're going to talk about in the next episode as far as sports related, okay? But I really wanted to just really get harp on these two questions because it's very interesting. And I think we're going to have a lot to talk about. But first, let's play that first clip.
Woman is always less valuable than the man. Where does a woman derive her value from? Her looks. Looks fade. Women as a collective have the man believe he's less valuable than the woman, and it's ingenious. It's the great female con to make a man believe that she is more valuable when in reality, the man is almost always more valuable. Looks fade. How can something destined to go away be more valuable than a man when a man's value is based on his utility, which he could have a utility at 70 years old? You will see a 70-year-old man with a 20-year-old woman, but you'll never see a 70-year-old woman with a 20-year-old man. What's most valuable in society about most women is something that always goes away, which makes the man by default always with the potential to be more valuable.
Okay, so we're back. So the question is, who is more valuable, men or women? Before I give my answer, I want to say this, okay? Both are needed, all right? I didn't like that he said, oh yeah, he made some key points, but I don't like how he tried to say a man is just way more valuable than a woman, right? I didn't like how he kind of made it, because now women are going to look at that like they're not valued. They already feel like they're the prize, right? Now, what I say to that is never act like a man is not valuable, right? Because we are. A man is valuable, right? And, you know, ladies, like, so let's go over what he's talking about as far as, you know, women not being valuable and stuff like that, or not being valuable, but men are more valuable than women. So let's just look at some key things, and then I'm gonna give my take, okay, on it. So remember, many religious texts stress the importance of mutual respect and the complementary nature of both genders, both men and women, okay? Economic contributions, right? We're gonna say contributes, but no, it's contributions, okay? Women contribute through unpaid labor. Men have historically been more represented in paid labor markets. Social contributions. Men have traditionally been seen as protectors and providers, right? These are all references from the UNDP, World Economic Forum, Harvard Business Review, Pew Research Center, and that's PEW Research Center. Okay. So my take on it is this. A woman is valuable in a sense of nurturing and caring and making sure things are ran properly, right? A man is valuable at creating structure, creating a foundation, protecting, and providing. Okay. Yes, as men get older, they date younger because of the appearance, right? As women get older, they, you know, when women get older, they do date younger too. They date younger dudes. The difference is an older man dating a younger woman. The man is like, well, she's going to be able to take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Because he's looking at it like, well, I'm going to take care of her and she's going to take care of the kids. Older women date younger because the younger dude makes them feel more alive. But the younger dude is not really necessarily trying to build a relationship or foundation with this older woman because, like he said, looks do fade, right? And the one thing, some of these women really do rely on their looks. That's why they get the plastic surgeries. That's why they all went and got the BBL. They're trying to rely on their looks. They felt like they weren't pretty enough. And they felt, if I get this BBL, I get the plastic surgery, I could land me a guy who has money, right? But the guys with the money ain't even going for the women with all the plastic surgeries or the BBLs. So really, ladies, y'all played yourselves on that one. That PPL loan money that y'all got to win and go get that stuff, yeah, too bad y'all can't get your refund back. That was the stupidest thing y'all ever did with that type of money, right? But to say, yeah, men look at it as bragging rights, dating older, because it's like, wow, I just hit this older woman. Ooh. And the young woman, sometimes they be thinking like, man, I get this young guy, he gonna fall in love with me, because they gonna do the natural traditional things, right? To, keep the young guy happy. Realistically, the young guy's like, man, what can I do with you? Like, you're gonna be old. You're gonna, by the time I hit 30, you're gonna be like 60, 70. Like, I'm gonna want someone around my age that still has the appearance to look good, as her looks are going to fade. So when he's putting it like that, that's why it's like, okay, men are more valuable in the sense of, yeah, if all you're looking for is to provide and stuff, yeah, boom. But men looks, depending on who they are and how they take care of themselves, they can fade too. You know what I'm saying? Things happen. Hey, some don't get it up anymore, no homo. But, and women be like, well, I'm gonna give me a young dude because at least he can last. This man can't last. So it comes down to the sex, right? But when we're talking about this whole who's more valuable than who is, listen, it's both. On that note, I would say it could be 50-50 as far as the value. Both are needed. Both should complement each other's flaws. Like, and what I mean by that is, if she lacks the will to speak up for herself, he speaks up, he compliments her on that. And if he lacks organization, meaning he has a hard time, managing his time, right? He's all over the place. Okay. But if she could help him put his task and everything in order, that's what she picks up on his flaws. Okay. But let's get into the next clip.
I want a young hoe, because you can't tell an old woman.
That's love, right?
Yeah, this ain't about love. But when I met my wife and I saw what kind of woman she was, I told her, I'm gonna marry you. She said, I ain't gonna marry. In her mind, she wasn't gonna never get married. Her family thought she was too successful to marry anybody, right? So I told her, man, she said, well, what about love? I said, we worry about love later. You and I have something in common that we can build together and establish something. We'll learn to love each other later. Motherfuckers looking for love in the beginning. That's why relationships don't last, because it's almost like a business partnership that we're agreeing to. It ain't love, because some days I'm gonna wake up and feel like I don't love you. Some days you gonna look up and feel like you don't love me. That's how we gonna get to 50 years once we get past them days and years we don't feel like we love each other. That's how our elders done it. Granddaddy was a sorry motherfucker. At some point he grew out of being sorry, and boy, he's sitting over there, he's the best daddy he can be, and she's happy, she's the best grandmother. But he was a rotten motherfucker for 20 years out of them 30, out of them 40. You're gonna go through that.
Women just got to go through that?
No, women ain't got to go through nothing. We got to go through it together.
Okay.
Because y'all keep trying to separate this. When I get with a woman, this is a we, not a you and you. My flaws as a man is factored in when you pick me. Even if they would. Once you see them, nobody's remained the same forever.
Okay. So I mean, Charleston might be saying some off the wall stuff sometimes, but sometimes when you really sit and think, you're like, okay. So the question is, now this is coffee, y'all. And I drink my coffee straight, black, nothing in it, right? Cold brew. I need to wake up. All right. Can you learn to love someone? Is that even possible? Yeah, possible. Let me tell you what I found out, and then I'm gonna give my take on it, okay? So, it's like three things that brings it to this, okay? The attachment theory. You heard me talk about the attachment theory before my last episode, I believe, or the episode before last. Anyway, I talked about it, so I'm gonna hint more on it. The bond between individuals can strengthen over time, leading to feelings of love. John Bowlby came up with this theory. Attachment is a process that grows as people spend time together, support each other, and develop trust. Okay. You see this with your parents. You see this in the workforce, right? You've seen this in Insecure. Melody and the lawyer. Dude nobody liked Melody. They hated her when she went to that black law firm. Hated her. Dude told her, he said, when I first met you, I did not like you. Attachment theory played into it. Over time, they bond got stronger because she opened up. I want to say she opened up, and then he opened up. And that's how they bond got, stronger and tighter. Attachment theory. They learned to love each other. And they end up getting married, right? Now, Charleston White was like, you go in, trying to find love first. That's why a lot of relationships fail. And I never looked at it like that, right? I don't think nobody really looked at it like that. I always say you got to get to know someone. When you get to know someone, that means you're learning someone. So in essence, yeah, we kind of both are saying the same thing. Like, is there such thing as like first love at first sight? That's for another topic. We'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, let's go. You got the triangular theory of love. So this is where psychologist Robert Sternberg says this. He said love consists of three components, right? Intimacy, passion, and commitment. Remember, I talked about commitment is the biggest reason why people be together and why people, divorce. All right. Passion may be immediate, but intimacy and commitment develop over time. These can be built by nurturing a relationship, leading to deeper and more fulfilling connections. So basically, it's almost like if the sex is bad, then this wouldn't even apply. Remember when I said this, if the sex was trash, could you date someone still and love them? Most women said no. They said if it's trash, they ain't gonna love them. They just gonna end up cheating. Dude said the same thing. We was like, man, nah, we ain't got time to teach her how to have sex. If she can't do it right, then no. Because all they gonna do is cheat. So that's a huge component in this. Now, as far as intimacy and stuff, when he's like, that's gonna develop over time. I mean, if your passion, right? You could be passionate, love making, but you could be passionate about the goals that you all have set within a relationship and passionate about keeping that, as well as, your career path and where you guys want to be at in your lives. Be passionate about that. As that goes on time, then the intimacy comes in. So I could see that in that sense. And let's go to the other one. Behavioral and cognitive behavioral approaches. So love can be nurtured by positive reinforcement, shared activities, and emotional support. Cognitive behavioral approaches also suggest that changing the way you think about a partner can influence your feelings towards them. This will take a lot of compromising. Because cognitive behavior approaches suggest that changing the way you think about a partner can influence your feelings towards them. So basically, like, how you think about your partner is like, okay, you could try to change the way. I mean, I'm a little confused on that one. Cognitive behavior approaches also suggest that changing the way you think about a partner, changing the way you think, whatever you think about them, it can influence your feelings towards them. So you could not like someone, but then as you get around to get to know them, your perception might change. Again, reinforcing positive activities, supporting each other, showing emotional support. That's all learning behavior. So yeah, you can learn to like someone. Because Pam said it when Gina was like, you just met this dude. You don't know nothing about him. She's like, I could learn to like him. I could learn all that stuff. So yeah, references to that, you got Psychology Today, New York Times, Scientific America, and Harvard Health Publishing. So I'm just saying to say this, like, yeah, it's possible to learn to love someone and, over a period of time. I disagree with what he was saying, though. Like, in the beginning, like, people just got with each other just off the strength, off the bat. There was no love. We didn't love each other at first. We tolerated each other. We developed a partner. We became close friends, and then we dated. It's the same shit. It's what you do now. You basically, when you start dating, what do? You're learning about them, the ins and outs, the likes and dislikes, the good and the ugly, right? Before you're officially like, you know what, I want to take this serious. We've been doing that. We've been learning to love someone. We just didn't know that's what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But that's my show for today. If you haven't done so already, guys, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Guys, come on out. The goal is 5,000. Right now we're at 14. Christmas is around the corner. Help me help you. Okay? All right? So that's my show again. It's your boy Trillionaire Chuck saying this. Always remember to love yourself and each other.